18,000 Torontonians take the Scarborough RT every day. It's an essential part of many people's commutes, mine included, growing up. But that'll soon change as the RT gets decommissioned later this year. So the Green Line took a trip on the Blue Line to find out how commuters are feeling about this change.
For nearly 4 decades, Torontonians like me have relied on the Scarborough Rapid Transit system to get to work, go to class, and hang with friends. In 2022 alone, nearly 5 million trips were taken on the RT, but it's shutting down later this year. The replacement? Shuttle buses for the next 7 years. As a kid growing up in Scarborough, losing the RT would have left me stranded, literally. And some local residents today feel the same way.
7 years, that's horrible. I used to drive for the TDC, and the shuttle buses, is not the answer, not the answer at all. They waited way too long. We still haven't got a subway all the way out to Scarborough.
That's going to be really bad because usually I take that line every day, from work. So now I got to figure out like a whole new way.
The RT is already 10 years past its intended lifespan. It often breaks down during cold weather and heavy snowfalls. Replacement shuttle buses will have a right-of-way roadway between Kennedy and Ellesmere stations, but not beyond that. There's also a funding gap of $58 million required to build the bus roadway. It's a sore spot for City Councillor and longtime transit advocate Jamal Myers.
We already have the longest commutes in the city. They are set to get even longer because of the SRT closure. But on top of that, 10 of the 13 bus routes announced by the TTC for reduced service levels are in Scarborough. So it really feels like a direct attack on the community, particularly our transit riders.
Despite these service cuts, the TTC will increase fares by 10 cents on April 3rd. It says this will generate over $16 million in revenue to cover rising operating costs. But commuters here say it's unfair to pay more when they're getting less.
It's really not fair because we are international students here and we are hardly familiar with the routes around here. And now they're cutting half of the routes and also the fares are getting up, inflation as well.
Advocacy group TTC Riders wants more funding for transit from the provincial and federal governments. It's also pushing for a commercial parking levy, something that's been introduced in other major cities, including Vancouver and Montreal. The levy would enable Toronto to raise up to $575 million a year from landlords of non-residential parking lots. TTC Riders says the extra cash could help reduce upcoming service cuts.
Less service equals less safety. And let's say you're waiting outside in the dark for a bus that should be coming every 3 minutes, but now it's coming every 8 minutes, right? So riders are going to be waiting longer for their service, either bus, streetcar, or subway.
The RT still has a few more months before it makes its last trip. Commuters have until this fall to say goodbye to the trains that have served them since 1985. Signing off, I'm Anita Li of the Green Line reporting with City News.